Welcome back to Back Road Driver. I'm Brad, this is Sam, we're the Miser Brothers, and today we've got a rev battle, and we're also gonna rip our GT350 with a crazy modified exhaust and our supercharged F150 with, I would say, more mild exhaust. We're gonna rip those down the road, and we're gonna see how loud they are on a decibel meter.
So here's gonna be our official Amazon decibel meter. So, you know, we're not trying to uphold any standards here or meet any certain criteria. Right now you can see that ambient decibels is around 40, 45, and having a conversation can get you up to 65, 70 decibels. So that's the baseline for what we're working with here.
All the numbers we're gonna give you today are off of the internet completely. Some of them are gonna be measured from like 1 meter away. Some are gonna be from driving by. So it's gonna be all over the map. So don't think about this too scientifically. You can say whatever you want in the comments, but we don't care. We're not trying to be scientific.
We just want you to see how loud this thing is.
On the channel, we call this the Wolf. It's a 750 horsepower at the crank, 600 at the rear tires. We've modified it since then, so we're probably a little bit higher than that. Supercharged F150, it's got the VMP Odin kit. For exhaust, we've got headers. They're long tubes, if you know what that means. There are 2 vibrant, ultra quiet resonators on there. And we've got a Roush active exhaust that we leave in loud mode. We've actually routed the exhaust over the axle and then straight out the middle, so there's no hitch on this thing, you can't tow, and this is a custom bumper. On the GT350 exhaust, we have 2M Fabrication long tube headers. We've installed a Corsa X-Pipe, which has a resonator delete, so that's just like or similar to a GT350R comes. And then it has the stock forward exhaust mufflers, but then we've also installed the Grimm Speed active exhaust delete. So it stays in loud mode all the time. So when we do a startup, it doesn't start in quiet mode and then have to have the switch flip to go up to regular mode. Let's go rip these down the road and see which one's louder under load.
So guys, these results, they're about as unscientific as you can get. I mean, this is...
I can't even believe you're watching this.
I mean, this is a good test, but it's not scientific. So what you saw there was the GT350 maxed out at about 128.8, and there was a point where the truck was doing 129.9. At that point, it's deafening. I mean, that's painful to listen to. And
that's ear damage.
You know,
130's ear damage. So if we could just get these up another 10 decibels,
we could actually hurt people.
We could hurt people as we drove by.
That'd be cool.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
We're just kidding. So don't go down in the comments all freaking out. No, your neighbors hate you. Our neighbors don't hate us. They love us. They love these cars, and they like what we do, and they support the channel.
So the placement of the decibel meter wasn't exactly the same on each vehicle. It was close as we could physically get it. I mean, one vehicle has quad exits in the center, one has, you know, dual quads but it's split out. So I mean, it's
hard to get it in the right spot.
Right.
So my hypothesis, if this were on a dyno and the car wasn't actually traveling forward, I think it would measure louder. We're actually taking the car down to Palm Beach Dyno. They did our tune, and we're actually gonna put it on the dyno when we're down getting the car wrapped at Metro Wraps. I bet you it's louder when we have it on the dyno and the car's not traveling away from the sound. So I don't know that it was picking it up as loud as it actually is. Let's set up the gear and see which one of these two has a higher decibel on a startup and on a rev. We're gonna set the decibel meter about 1 meter behind each vehicle and directly in line with the exhaust. We're gonna do the max sound on just a regular startup, and let it idle, and then we're also gonna rev and see how high it'll go. Pretty crazy, and it's kind of what I've expected from driving both of these. The Mustang was 3 decibels higher and it's a lot louder, but what does that mean in science figures, Sam?
Well, a 3 decibel increase is actually double the sound volume. So even though it's just 3 points higher on the scale, it's actually double the volume. So it is quite a bit louder. In person, it's obvious. I mean, it hurts.
Yep. So we're gonna show you a rev battle where we're gonna rev both of them at the same time and then alternate revs, and you can kind of see the meter will be in there, but it's all over the place because you don't know what it's really picking up. But maybe from the camera, you'll be able to see how much louder the car actually is. Which one do you think sounds louder, person?
The decibels is one measurement. The frequency at which those decibels are at, the car is more of a shrill, screaming, loud sound. The truck is a deeper tone by a lot. So I mean, it's pick your poison. They're both loud. I would say in person the GT350 sounds quite a bit louder. I would say any comparison between these two as far as the driving experience, the GT350 is going to win hands down. It actually has brakes. I mean the truck, once you get her going, she don't want to stop. So
they're upgraded, but they don't want none of trying to stop it. So it's a sledgehammer.
Yeah.
And the car is more finesse. But I tell you what, go ahead and hit subscribe down below. And if you already subscribed but you haven't turned on the bell, do that so that you'll know exactly when we upload a video. Give our video right now a thumbs up so that YouTube will know it's good and they'll show it to more people. Guys, thanks for watching today. We'll check you out in the next one. In the end card right now, you can click on that video and you can go ahead and see something else cool. I just want to say we thank you guys for actually watching our stuff. We're very grateful to be able to make this content with these cars because, I mean, you can't have a bad day when you jump in either one of them. It's pretty awesome to drive down the road and listen to these things.